The following is a presentation of TFNN.
Next up, we're going to go to Florida, Titusville. Nick, thanks for hanging on the line. How you doing today?
Hi, yourself, sir?
I'm doing well.
Ken, I want to say I'm 84 years old, and the way you explain things makes it very easy to follow.
That's very nice of you to say, Nick. I appreciate that very much.
Have a good day, sir.
All right, you too.
Live at TFNN. Breakout Investing with your host, Ken Shreve.
Good afternoon, everyone. TGIF. Happy Friday, putting the finishing touches on another solid week for the market. Big gains for the major averages today on a jobs report that had some good news, had some bad news, but Wall Street focusing on some nice upward revisions to job growth in November and December. We'll get into that in just a little bit, but couple of reminders to kick off the show here. First of all, Breakout Investing airs 5 days a week on TFNN from 3 to 4 Eastern. If you can't listen live, don't worry about it. You can pick it up as a podcast on iTunes. The phone number to use if you want to give me a call, talk about this market. Same number, same as it's always been, toll free, 877-927-6648. Don't forget you can listen to all TFNN programming on your smartphone. That is a popular way to do it. Just open your smartphone browser, type in tfnn.mobi, and you can listen to the stream that way as well. And finally, don't forget about a great feature on the homepage of TFNN.com, Tiger TV. The show is carried live on Channel 1 every day with Tiger TV. Not only do you get the show audio, but you can also look at charts live right along with me. So Channel 1, the show is carried live. It is archived on Channel 13. Tiger TV, also viewable on your smartphone as well. All you have to do is type in tfnn.com, and then when the website pulls up on your smartphone browser, go to the top right-hand side of the homepage. You'll see a box with 3 cell phones in it, and click that box. It'll recognize what type of device you have and start streaming right on your phone there. Don't forget, I believe today, February 1st, is the last day to register for your chance to win a silver coin. We're going to be going till 6 o'clock Eastern tonight, but we're going to be drawing a winner today. Today's winner is going to win a free 1-ounce silver coin from Great Panther Silver as part of the Great Panther Silver Super Silver giveaway. We've been giving away some half-ounce silver bars today, 1-ounce silver coins. So we'll do a winner this hour, 3 to 4 Eastern. Then we'll do one from 4 to 5 Eastern, and one until the end of the day. So head over to the homepage of TFNN.com and register for your chance to win. All right, let's take a look at the NASDAQ composite here. And a good solid day for the market here. Tech index right now up 1.1% on the day. That's a point gain of just over 35 points to 3177. Volume today on the NASDAQ tracking pretty close to what we saw yesterday. Volume was pretty heavy at 2.1 billion shares. So even though it's tracking about 2% lighter than what we saw Thursday, still decent juice behind the NASDAQ's move today. Volume on the New York Stock Exchange, pretty impressive, up about between 10 to 15% from Thursday's level, which was also above average at 909 million. So good juice behind the gains today. Always good to see conviction behind the buying. So that is a look at the NASDAQ composite. Let's take a look at the S&P 500. We'll see the S&P 500, nice little bounce off of near-term support. Its 10-day moving average. S&P 500 up close to 1%. 14-point gain to 1512, trading comfortably above that 1500 level. And the Dow having a pretty good day itself, holding near its session high here. Let's see here. We're going to do $ and then INDU. All right. Take a look at the Dow. It is up a little more than 1%. sitting above that 14,000 mark, up 144 points to 14,004. Okay, well, apparently we have got a winner on the phone already this hour for the Great Panther Super Silver giveaway, and that is going to be Christina from Tinsboro, Massachusetts. Now, I'm a New England guy, and I don't know where Tinsboro is. How you doing today, Christina?
Very good, thank you.
All right. Well, congratulations. You're the winner this hour. Beautiful 1 ounce silver coin. When you get this silver coin, Christina, I'll tell you what, it's good. It's a beautiful, beautiful piece of silver. You're really going to enjoy it. So where is Tinsboro in Massachusetts?
It's almost next to, it's right on the border, almost close to New Hampshire.
Ah, okay. You know, my folks just moved from Massachusetts, and they lived in a little tiny town called Westford. Is that?
Oh, right next to us.
Okay.
Right next to Tingsboro.
I figured, because I knew the New Hampshire border was very close to where they lived. But yeah, they lived in Westford for about 20 years. That's a beautiful, beautiful part of Massachusetts.
Place. Right.
Yeah. Well, very good. So you've been listening to TFNN.com for a little while. Are you?
Oh, for a long time.
Oh, great. Great. You know, Tom, being originally from Boston, he's got a big audience in Massachusetts. I know that.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. And are you actively investing in this market? Do you like stocks, bonds, options? What's your area of interest, Christina?
I'm a beginner. So,
a beginner.
A beginner.
I see.
I have to catch up a lot of what you guys have been teaching me.
Okay. Well, very, very good. We appreciate you very much listening, and I hope you enjoy your Friday, and I hope you have a great weekend. And again, we appreciate you listening to TFNN.
Oh, I also appreciate all of your work. I really benefit from it. So thank you, and keep up with the good work.
Okay. Well, thanks very much, Christina. You have a great day and have a great weekend, and thanks again.
Sure.
Okay. Bye-bye. Okay, Christina, Tinsboro, Massachusetts, very close to the New Hampshire border there in Massachusetts. Nice lady, nice comments about TFNN. So now I don't think we're drawing another winner this hour, but we'll see. I'm kind of listening to what my producer says here. But anyway, this hour, Christina from Massachusetts wins a beautiful silver coin from Great Panther Silver. So congratulations once again. Calls herself a beginner investor. So no, there are a lot of them out there like that. So all right, let's move on here. Talking about the Dow, big move for the Dow today, up 144 points, sitting above that 14,000 level. The Dow crossed the 14,000 level for the first time, I think CNBC said since 2007, I think it is. So it is noteworthy. It's a psychological level, but you know, I think I heard somebody from PIMCO, they're kind of the bond authority, saying that bond outflows really aren't as big as some people think. But then, you know, I look at a chart of the TLT, which is the iShares Barclays long bond fund, basically the 20-plus year Treasury bond fund. And I don't know. I mean, you see this thing 126 down to 116, basically from mid-November when the stock market started to rally. I don't know how you can say that money is not coming out of bonds and moving into stocks here. That seems to be just a silly statement here. But you can see the TLT getting hit pretty hard again today, down 1% to 1609. Bond yields today, you know, bonds on the decline. That has raised the yield on the 10-year note up to 2.01%, 30-year bond at 3.21%. Remember, we had an IPO yesterday, TRI, Tri-Point Homes, ticker symbol TPH. Let's check in on that one because we had another successful IPO. These IPO charts at stock charts don't, really look all that great. Only 2 days of trading here, but Tri-Point had a good debut yesterday, priced at $17 a share, above its the expected range of 14 to 16. Closed at just over $19 a share, trading around $18.89 today, so only down 16 cents today. But we did have another IPO today. Let's check in on ticker symbol ZTS. Ticker ZTS. Let's see here. There it is. Should know the pronunciation here, but I don't know if I have it quite right. It's either Zoetis or Zetis. Let's go with Zoetis. This is a spinoff of Pfizer's animal health medicines vaccines business. Company last night raised $2.2 billion by offering just over 86 million shares at 26. That was above the expected range of 22 to 25. The stock trading at 31.43. So it was offered at 26. Big gain for Zoetis today. That's ticker ZTS. Other newsworthy stocks today. Let's take a look at shares of Dell. Dell has been under accumulation, including today up another 3.2% to 1366, trading well off its high of 1417. But according to a report in Reuters today, Dell is close to announcing an agreement to sell itself and go private to a group led by CEO Michael Dell and private equity group Silver Lake Partners. Deal could be announced as soon as Monday. Michael Dell is expected to have majority ownership of the company, with Silver Lake and Microsoft having minority stakes. So we'll see how that plays out. Shares of Google today. Google's been interesting. It initially had a hard time breaking out over this swing point of 738. Here was the swing point back here, the high it made in December. Broke out, and then it just completely fell on its face. You see how it came down to its 50-day moving average here, down around $700 a share. It looks like that breakout was over and done with. Failed miserably, and then on January 23rd, it gapped up after reporting what Wall Street regarded as solid earnings, and then you've got a monster move in the stock today. Pretty good volume, too, up 2.5% to 774.92. So price action like this is what it looks like when growth fund managers, again, coming out of bonds, reallocating money here, possibly confident that this uptrend is going to have a little more staying power. Google outperforming nicely today. Good juice behind the move. Again, up 2.5% to $774.92. Looks like an all-time high. Google's prior all-time high was 774.38, and its high today was 775. So new all-time high for shares of Google today. Some tech names not acting all that great today. We'll talk about some of those, but also talk about plenty of positives going on in this market as well today. Get into that jobs report a little bit, and we'll do all that when we come back. You're listening to Breakout Investing on TFNN. My name is Ken Shreve, 877-927-6648. We'll be right back, folks.
Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den absolutely free for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, David White, Larry Pesavento, Victor Jones, or Terrell Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure, 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
You take a hands-on approach to managing your investment strategy. You're always looking for the next trading opportunity to magnify your perspective. Direction Shares connects sophisticated traders with a powerful array of ETFs from a wide range of asset classes. The markets may go up and down, and you want tools for both sides of the trade. Discover how we can help at DirectionShares.com today. An investor should consider the investment objectives, risks, charges, and expenses of the Direction Shares carefully before investing. The prospectus and summary prospectus contain this and other information about Direction Shares. To obtain a prospectus or summary prospectus, please contact Direction Shares at 800-851-0511. The prospectus or summary prospectus should be read carefully before investing. An investment in the funds is subject to risk, including the possible loss of principal. The funds are designed to be utilized only by sophisticated investors such as traders and active investors employing dynamic strategies. Investors in the fund should understand the consequences of seeking daily investment results, understand the risk of shorting, and intend to actively monitor and manage their investments. Distributor Foreside Fund Services, LLC. TFNN is proud to partner with Great Panther Silver for another exciting silver coin giveaway. The Great Panther Silver Super Silver Giveaway begins the week of January 28th and we'll be choosing 47 lucky winners. It's free to enter with absolutely no strings attached. Just visit the front page of TFNN.com today to fill out your entry form. Every hour that we're on the air, 9 a.m. to 6 p.m. the week of January 28th, we'll be randomly choosing one lucky winner that will win a silver coin or bar from Great Panther Silver and TFNN. And the final hour of the week, Friday, February 1st, we'll choose 3 lucky winners. That's 47 winners in just 1 week, with over $1,000 in silver given away to our loyal listeners. Register today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. And for more information on Great Panther Silver, you can click on their banner on the front page of TFNN.com or check them out on the NYSE Amex symbol GPL or on the Toronto Stock Exchange symbol GPR. David White's newsletter, The Technology Insider, is focused like a laser on finding the next big things in technology. If you had invested only $10,000 in Microsoft in 1986, you'd have been a millionaire by 2000. Disruptive technology like Microsoft's is the key to these massive long-term profits, and the Tech Insider is the vehicle from TFNN to capitalize on these opportunities. This is the go-to newsletter that identifies, monitors, and profits on mostly little-known cutting-edge companies with great long-term prospects. David's experience is as an inventor of Emmy-winning animation products for TV and Hollywood that propelled a company public. Match that with 14 years as a full-time trader, and he's uniquely qualified to guide you through the light-speed world of ever-evolving high-tech. If you're ready to ride the next big technology bull market for less than $40 per month, log on to TFNN.com and get your 2-week free trial to the Technology Insider. Get in on the ground floor of the next big thing today.
This segment is brought to you by Goldfields. For more information, just click the Goldfields banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, folks, to Breakout Investing. One more reminder, not too late to register for your chance to win a 1-ounce silver coin today. Earlier, we talked to Christina from Massachusetts. She was a winner from earlier in the day that called in. The winner in the 3 to 4 o'clock hour, which I'm doing right now, we do have a winner this hour. We don't have him on the line, but it is Greg in Parker, Colorado. So, Greg, if you're listening, or if you know Greg in Colorado, tell him to give us a call, 877-927-6648. He can claim his piece of silver. 2 more winners are going to be drawn today on the Tom O'Brien Show from between 4 to 5 Eastern and 5 to 6 Eastern. So you can register for your chance to win. Still not too late, right on the homepage of TFNN.com. All right, we talked about some of these tech names not participating in the rally today. Kind of a strange price action. Not all that surprised to see Apple lagging here. A lot of technical damage done to this stock in recent months. I suspect that's going to continue. Not expecting Apple to start a meaningful uptrend here anytime soon. Stock is down $2.32 today, 0.5% to $453.17. And how about that price action in Amazon? Amazon, you know, the numbers weren't bad when they reported earnings earlier this week, but boy, this stock is trading all over the place here. Had a recent breakout for Amazon over 263 not that long ago. Got up to close to 285. So nice looking breakout for a while, and then over the past 5 trading sessions, basically for the entirety of this week, has really started to show suspicious, frankly, bearish price action. So it's all the way back down to its buying area. Amazon last trading at 264.39, down 0.4% on the day. But I was talking with a colleague of mine earlier today. With the market acting as well as it is highly unusual and, frankly, very poor price action for a breakout to come all the way back down to the buy point. That shouldn't be happening in a market uptrend with sentiment as positive as it is right now. So file Amazon under the category of not acting right, and then take a look at shares of Facebook. Facebook not participating in the rally today. Another stock over the past 2 sessions showing not all that great price action. Down $1.20 today, 3.9% to $29.78. We still have a profit in Facebook for the Ultimate Growth Stocks model portfolio, but I have to tell you, very disappointing price action today. Facebook is a stock that I think would be outperforming with the market today, but you can see still holding above a buying area here, just over 28, with actually right where support is, its 50-day moving average at 28.29. So I'm expecting that level to hold in the near term. If it doesn't and it breaks support, that's the market telling you that this stock is not acting right. And we'll decide what to do with it if Facebook eventually breaks below that 50-day moving average in heavy volume. So far, for now, it is holding above support. Mentioned the jobs report earlier today. Non-farm payrolls up 157,000. That was a little bit below expectations. Expectations anywhere from 170 to 180,000. Unemployment rate rose unexpectedly to 7.9%. It was expected to dip to 7.7%. The big news here, December job growth revised higher to 196,000 from 155,000. Even bigger news was the November revision. November job growth revised to 247,000 from 161,000. So generally pretty good news from that jobs report, and which is why stocks are trading higher today. We also had a better than expected reading from the University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment Survey for January. The estimate was for 71.4. It came in at 73.8. So that flies a little bit in the face of the conference board, which we saw earlier today, which was much weaker than expected. So University of Michigan Consumer Sentiment looking pretty good, the final reading for January. And also a good reading from the Institute for Supply Management Manufacturing Index. It came in at 53.1. Readings above 50 indicate expansion, below 50 contraction. So that 53.1 was much better than the estimate for 50.5. December revised slightly lower to 50.2. So all in all, pretty decent economic data today. April gold ends the week at $1,670.60, $1,670.60 an ounce, up $8.60 for the week, not quite up 1%. U.S. dollar index flirting with a break below that key support area right around 79, recently trading at 79.09, down close to 0.2% on the day. So still a bearish setup for the U.S. dollar index. And finally, March crude oil ends at 97.77 a barrel, up 28 cents on the session, up 2% for the week. We'll be right back, folks.
Tom O'Brien's weekly newsletter, The Gold Report, has helped subscribers for over 10 years navigate the high-risk world of exploring and producing gold companies. And now's a great time to sign up for a free month-long trial to see the kind of insight that Tom delivers for his subscribers on a weekly basis. Every Monday, Tom O'Brien issues a quick update on the metal market, giving you his take on the HUI, XAU, GLD, dollar, bonds, and much more. Tom follows Monday's update with a full gold report, which is delivered to subscribers Tuesday afternoon with detailed coverage of 24 separate gold or metal stocks, as well as another 10 to 15 stocks that he lets you know are on his potential watch list. Get your month-long free trial to the Gold Report today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Don't spend another year navigating the metal markets on your own. Act early in 2013 and make the most of your gold and metal market investments. If you're an investor looking for a great weekly investment newsletter, then now is the perfect time to try out Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks. Every Tuesday, Ken breaks down multiple sectors in his weekly newsletter, Ultimate Growth Stocks, with a full in-depth report including specific trading recommendations within his model portfolio, charts, sector analysis, upcoming economic data, along with intra-week trading updates on newsletter positions whenever the market dictates. Right now, you can receive a full month, that's 30 days, to evaluate Ken's newsletter free of charge to see if it fits your trading plan. At less than $75 per month, Ken provides you with his expert trading advice that can pay for itself in no time. Take advantage of this great offer by signing up for a 30-day free trial to Ken Shreve's Ultimate Growth Stocks today. Don't let this offer pass you by. Visit the front page of TFNN.com and sign up now. Daryl Martin coined the phrase diagnostic trading, and we're happy to announce that his diagnostic box spread analyzer has finally been released. The Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer helps you easily identify the best box spreads on Nadex in seconds, plus you receive access to the diagnostic deviation levels, as well as step-by-step training videos teaching you how to trade Nadex spreads so you can quickly master the mechanics of this simple yet powerful trading instrument. By pulling live data from the Nadex exchange, the Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer does all the math for you, calculating risk, reward potential, distance to break even for both outright spreads and spreads used to hedge the underlying market. Visit the front page of TFNN.com today to get your 2-week free trial to Daryl Martin's Diagnostic Box Spread Analyzer and gain access to the valuable information it can provide when trading the Nadex box spreads.
Are you looking for a precision edge in the market? Something that can stack the odds in your favor? Then look into Larry Pesavento's new trading newsletter, Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind. In each weekly issue, Larry explains what's going to happen in the markets based on the pattern he sees developing and gives you actionable trade ideas based on those patterns. Plus, you'll get his detailed analysis on a variety of markets and sectors, including stocks, treasury bonds, the gold market, oil, the dollar, the forex market, and more. And you'll get the Technical Corner segment, which is a short but powerful weekly training session on trading. You'll get access to all the patterns Larry is seeing in the markets, plus the Astro Harmonics and powerful Bradley stock market model that Larry utilizes for less than $5 a day. An extremely potent combination that will give you just the edge you've been looking for. Try Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind absolutely free for 2 weeks. Go to TFNN.com and click on the free trial link at the top of the page. That's an $85 value, yours free when you register right now. Get Larry's Patterns, Profits, and Peace of Mind and get the edge you've been looking for.
This segment is brought to you by Direction Shares. To learn more about tactical tools for the sophisticated active investor, hit the Direction Shares banner on the front page of TFNN.com.
Welcome back, everyone, to Breakout Investing. Checking in on the markets here. Almost 25 minutes left to go in Friday's session. Wrapping up the week here. The Dow right at 14,000, almost 14,001, up 147 points on the day. The NASDAQ Composite right there with it, also up, 1.1% gain for the NASDAQ Composite. Up 33.5 points to 3175. S&P 500 lagging, but not by much, up 0.9%. A little more than 13.5 points to 1512. Wanted to check on some earnings in the energy patch today. ExxonMobil, Chevron, two of the nation's largest integrated oil and gas companies, out with results earlier today. Let's first check in on shares of ExxonMobil. It is out to extend its losing streak to 3 sessions, underperforming today. Not by much, though, down 7 cents to 89.90. Earnings up 12% to $2.20 a share. 20 cents better than the consensus estimate. Exxon's results were helped by higher refining profit margins. Sales were down 5% to a little over $115 billion, mostly in line with expectations. Profit at its oil and gas exploration and production business fell 12% from a year ago, but still totaled $7.76 billion. For all of 2012, ExxonMobil earned $44.88 billion with a B dollars, just underneath the record $45.22 billion it earned in 2008. So that's the story with Exxon Mobil. Let's move over, take a look at Chevron CVX. Chevron hits an intraday low of 115.05. Now it is near its session high at 116.48, up 1.2% on the day. Big beat on the bottom line from Chevron, earnings of $3.70 a share. The estimate was for $3.04. Earnings up 43% from a year ago. Sales up 1% to $60.55 billion. A little bit below expectations. Also in the energy patch, we heard from National Oil Well Varco. Demand still strong for the company's oil rig parts and services. It's been a bit of a laggard in the energy sector. National Oil Well Varco down 4% today to 71.10. Numbers not bad. Earnings up 9% to $1.49, 5 cents above the estimate. Sales up 33% from a year ago to $5.69 billion, also above expectations. And also wanted to show you Cameron International. This is another equipment firm, and Cameron International up 3% today to 65.22. Cameron International, a familiar name? It should be, because we flagged Cameron last week, asking the question, is this stock ready to take out its recent high of 60? And it has done it in spades, hasn't it? Again, last trading at 65.23, almost up 10% after taking out that swing point of 60. So CAM, decent earnings there as well. A lot of other earnings reports I wanted to take a look at today. Fortune Brands Home and Security. This is a spinoff, as you might imagine, from Fortune Brands. Stock has reversed near its session low, but still up 1% to 33.06. This is a company, I guess you can describe it as sort of an ancillary housing play. They operate in a lot of different business segments: kitchen and bath, cabinetry, plumbing and accessories, security and storage. They made 23 cents a share, a penny better than views. That was up 44% from a year ago. Sales up 8% to $947.9 million. That was almost $20 million above the consensus estimate. So this is another stock that's extended. You know, your breakout here was basically over 30 and a half here. So maybe you get a pullback to the 50-day moving average here when the market does pull back, and I expect that could be a good support level. Numbers are pretty good at NetSuite. This is another cloud company here. They make enterprise resource planning software, ERP software. Wow, look at this. I mean, unbelievable. I was not expecting to see this. Last I was looking at NetSuite, it was up big, but NetSuite, you know, this is problematic. If you're a growth investor out there and you're seeing this type of price action in some of these companies that, you know, have excellent fundamentals, still showing fast growth, you know, this is reason to proceed a little bit cautiously here. Market's still acting well. Mentioned some of these growth stocks not acting that well. NetSuite, I mean, hits a high of 75.75, now trading at 69.79, down 44 cents. I mean, this is very ugly price action today for the stock. The numbers pretty good. Earnings up 20% to 6 cents a share, 2 cents better than estimates. Sales up 33% year over year to $85 million. That was also better than expected. Remember, MasterCard yesterday on earnings showed very similar price action. It looked like MasterCard was going to be off to the races again. You see here, pops over 530, and it ends up closing just underneath 520, down another $2.76 today to 515.64. So big sellers, some profit taking in MasterCard yesterday, and it is following through to the downside today as well. So typically, you obviously don't want to see that. When you see a stock, you know, take off early, you'd like to see it hold gains. Interesting action in the home builders today. Let's take a look at the most liquid ETF, that pure play home building ETF. iShares Dow Jones U.S. Home Construction Index Fund has reversed, is now near its session low, pretty much at its session low, down 1.3% today to 23.13. Remember, major averages are holding on to 1% gains here, still holding near highs. A lot of sellers in the home building group today, though. ITB down 1.3%. Let's take a look at DR Horton here. Saw very strong earnings from this stock earlier this week after hitting a high of 24.29. DR Horton has reversed along with the whole group, down 1.1% to 23.39. Take a look at Pulte Group. We heard from Pulte yesterday. Decent earnings there. Stock near its session low. So a lot of selling in the home building group as we head into the close here. Remember, yesterday we had very nice results from Las Vegas Sands. Business in Macau continues to do very well. Nice little mini breakout for Las Vegas Sands, following through today, up another 1% to 55.83. We heard from Wynn Resorts, which also has a significant presence in Macau, China. The story with Wynn is that they actually had better results in Las Vegas than Macau, which was a bit surprising. Their revenue in Macau, China fell almost 10% to $899 million. Vegas revenue was up 12% to $390.4 million. Wynn did get an upgrade from Janney Capital to buy from neutral. Wynn gets about 70% of its sales from China, but again, business in Macau not all that great in its most recent quarter. Wynn hits a low of 122.50. Sellers were in the stock early, but it has rallied back, now up 1% to 126.53. Again, the buy with Wynn, pretty clear breakout here to see. Breaks out over 115. Lots of gaps up. When you're looking at all these charts that have been making moves, all these moves started when the NASDAQ gapped up on January 2nd, right at the start of the new year, first trading day of 2013. That was the time to be, that was the time when the market dished up a lot of technical breakouts. Wynn, no different. Its breakout was on January 2nd and a little bit extended up here, so wouldn't be chasing up here. A couple of other earnings reports I wanted to get to, some kind of large cap stocks here. Let's take a look at Ingersoll Rand. Nice move for Ingersoll Rand. Again, breakout here over 49, extended going into earnings. Not huge growth here. Earnings were basically flat from a year ago at 76 cents a share. That did beat views by 6 cents. Sales down 1% to $3.47 billion, mostly in line. Ingersoll Rand makes air conditioning systems for homes, businesses. They do security systems, locks, things like that. Shares of Ingersoll Rand up 1.8% today to 52.30. Take a look at shares of Merck. MRK, they had a profit of 83 cents a share. Merck, among the drug makers, clearly the laggard here. A lot of people might go for yield here, try to catch Merck on sale, but very bearish chart here. Stock down 3% today to $41.94. Earnings were down 14% from a year ago to 83 cents a share. That was 2 cents better than estimates. Sales down 5% to $11.7 billion. A little bit better than expected. A lot of sellers in the stock today. And I also wanted to take a look at Perrigo, because this is an example. The Perrigo's technicals before earnings today were pretty bad. I mean, stock that was under a lot of selling pressure. The problems were kind of intensified January 14th. I remember Goldman Sachs downgraded the generic drug maker to sell from neutral. And I think that was on this day right here where the stock gapped down. So lots of sellers in the stock today. The earnings didn't jump out at me. They made $1.36 a share, 5 cents better than expected, up 13%. Sales up 5% to $883, a little bit better than expected, but you can see here, still technically challenged stock. Perrigo tried to rally, gapped up, and tried to rally basically to its 200-day moving average here at 109. It hit a high of 108.95 and was immediately turned away. So another example of how this 200-day moving average could be resistance. Looks like definitely resistance today, could be resistance for the time being. But Perrigo has reversed, still up 4.8% because it did gap up in price, but a lot of sellers in the stock, which is why it is trading near its session low. Still haven't heard from Five Below yet. Earnings aren't due for a while, but interesting technical setup here. Still watching this recent IPO. They came public last year, so it's a new company still in the early stages of growth. Five Below caters to the preteen and teen crowd. They offer all items in their store are priced $5 and below. Looking here for a breakout over $37.85. Market cap of $2 billion. Average daily volume 450,000. So it is on the thin side, not the most liquid of stocks. It's a small cap name, but good fundamentals here. Definitely one to keep an eye on here. Technically looking pretty strong. They had a secondary offering earlier this week that saw very strong demand. That's why you see this big volume bar down here. So wouldn't be surprised to see this one continue higher. So good one to keep an eye on. Still watching the mortgage servicers here. You basically have three stocks to choose from in this group. You've got NationStar. NationStar is looking interesting. Here's the deal. Big gap up here January 2nd, and then a low volume decline where it did fill the gap here. So now that it has filled the gap, it is starting to rally back. So we're going to keep an eye on a breakout possibility for NationStar Mortgage Holdings. The swing point here is 40.61. You also have another name in the group to choose from, Ocwen Financial, OCN. This one is, I would call it a sluggish breakout so far over 39.25. The stock is at 39.84. Still within buying range, but again, you had a breakout attempt yesterday with decent volume. It closed in the middle half of its range, trying to extend gains today, but volume isn't all that heavy in the stock. So this right now looks like a sluggish breakout to me. Still technically looks pretty good here. So that's Ocwen Financial. And then the third mortgage servicer is Walter Investment Management. And this was a stock I thought had a pretty good chance of breaking out over the swing point right here. It did not happen. Got down to its 50-day moving average. We actually got shaken out of this position, cut losses, kept losses small, realized our timing wasn't right, but this is one you can see working on 4 straight days of gains, near its low today after early strength, but we're seeing that in quite a few stocks today. So those are your 3 mortgage servicers. Out of the 3, probably going to be looking at NationStar Mortgage Holdings, NSM, the closest at this point. We've been talking about Celgene this week, talking about the fact how it was holding on to gains. Bullish move for the stock today. Some good juice behind the move as well. Celgene up 2.6% to 101.52, clearing some resistance here at 100. The issue here is that it was a very short consolidation. In fact, we can look at I think this is a weekly chart for Celgene, and you had your big move right here. This was after the company presented at the J.P. Morgan Healthcare Conference in San Francisco a few weeks back. But you really don't have a stock breaking out of a base. You could call it sort of a flag, where a stock moves up sharply and then just doesn't give up any ground and trades tightly. Doesn't form a new base, but it shows strength by holding gains. So kind of went back and forth on this one. It could be viable here. I decided to take a pass on it, but very bullish price action today. The fact that it cleared that 100 level in heavy volume is certainly compelling. All right, folks, headed into the final break. We'll check the markets one last time. We'll do that in about 3.5 minutes. We'll be right back.
Has the current market volatility continued to stop you out of trades when the market spikes against you? Now is the perfect time to open up an account with Nadex. Nadex, the North American Derivatives Exchange, is a brand new, completely regulated Chicago-based exchange, and unlike most other exchanges, Nadex allows you to trade directly through them with direct market access when using their completely free trading platform, which also features real-time charts and full customization capability. One of the advantages of trading with Nadex in volatile markets is that your risk is always capped and you have the ability of keeping your trades open even when the market spikes against you. Nadex is completely completely brand new with a line of unique trading products that are unavailable anywhere else. See how it works at nadex.com. That's NADEX.com. Or click on the Nadex banner on the front page of TFNN.com. Futures and options trading involves risk and may not be appropriate for all investors.
With the launch of Tiger TV, TFNN has brought our programming to the next level. With Tiger TV, you can gain access to each host's charts and computer screens as they host their daily stock program. Whether it's Tom O'Brien, Steve Rhodes, Basil Chapman, Ken Shreve, David White, Larry Pesavento, Victor Jones, or Daryl Martin, you can catch all of our technicians hosting their programs live and archived on Tiger TV for your viewing pleasure 24 hours a day, 7 days a week. If you haven't checked out Tiger TV, then visit TFNN.com and see what you're missing.
Just recently, on December 28th, Market Insight subscribers were advised to go long the QQQ, the NASDAQ 100 ETF, on December 28th at $63.91. And only 2 trading days later, after a huge jump in the markets, Market Insight subscribers were advised to sell the QQQ at $66.64 for a $2.73 or 4.27% profit to start off 2013. At the same time, Tom O'Brien had advised his clients looking for a more leveraged trade that they could have initiated a position in the QLD, the ProShares Ultra QQQ ETF, and over the same 2 trading days, Market Insight subscribers were able to lock in a $4.48 profit or an 8.47% gain in just 1 trade. Get your 2-week free trial to Market Insights today by visiting the front page of TFNN.com. Cancel at any time during your free trial and pay nothing. Don't miss out on the next great trading opportunity in 2013. Act today.
Recently, Basil Chapman has had some outstanding trades in his newsletter, The Opening Call. Each morning by 9 a.m., Basil uploads his newsletter to the TFNN servers so that his subscribers can access his expert trading advice. Basil gives his take on the direction of key indices and updates any active trades that his subscribers are currently in. Just recently, Basil subscribers closed out a short position in Chipotle Mexican Grill, CMG, for more than an $86 profit per share, over a 20% gain in just 1 position. If you'd like to try out Basil Chapman's newsletter, The Opening Call, then visit the front page of TFNN.com and click Trading Newsletters. There you'll find Basil's newsletter, The Opening Call, where you can request a free sample copy. Also, don't miss Basil's program, The Tiger Technicians Hour, Monday through Friday, 11 a.m. Eastern, on TFNN. Many of our new listeners have heard about the Tiger's Den, but wondered, what exactly is it? The Tiger's Den is a lively community where professional traders and investors can meet, exchange ideas and information in a comfortable, moderated atmosphere. Hear all of your favorite TFNN shows, plus see all the charts as they happen, live during those shows, and have access to all those charts. You can test drive the Tiger's Den, absolutely free, for 30 days. It will greatly enrich your knowledge of these markets. Details on the Tiger's Den are on the front page of TFNN.com. Catch Tom O'Brien, founder and CEO of TFNN, professional trader and educator. Also a special guest on CNBC, analyzing the commodity markets. Tom will bisect and dissect the markets. The Tom O'Brien Show, next on TFNN.
Welcome back, everyone, to Breakout Investing on TFNN. I hope you all have a great weekend, big weekend plans, all that good stuff. Let's check in on the markets here as we head into the close. Right now, the Dow holding above 14,000, specifically 14,010, up 150 points, 1.1%. NASDAQ outperforming just a tad, up 36 points, up close to 1.2% to 3178. And the S&P 500, nicely above that 1,500 level, now at 1,513, up 15 points, 1% gain on the day. Speaking of other stocks here that look interesting, ARM Holdings has been holding gains nicely. Just still like the setup here, just kind of going back and forth. Would we be chasing by buying here? Kind of a dilemma. ARM actually reports earnings next Tuesday, so any buy ahead of earnings would be taking on some added risk here, but definitely expecting strong results from ARM. They are a UK-based chip designer, well positioned in the smartphone and tablet market. Earnings expected to be up 12% to 19 cents a share. Sales up 10% to 237.4 million. Among the chip designers, this one arguably is best in breed, outperforming nicely today, up 3.6% to 42.52. Some good volume in the stock today as well. What's interesting here, I was talking with a few people about this today. ARM has the look of a bullish ascending base pattern. It's a pretty rare pattern, but the pattern forms after you get an initial breakout, and that happened for ARM back in October. Here was the gap up and the breakout, and then what you have here are three quick pullbacks. You had a pullback here, a pullback right here, and another little pullback right here. So you get these three pullbacks. The ascending base usually takes a minimum of 9-10 weeks to form. Can take as long as 16 weeks. You get three pullbacks. The buy point, again, would be the high point after the third pullback here. So the issue here is that it's just too close to earnings to condone buying. So we'll see what earnings look like and make a decision there. Nice move for Panera Bread today. This was another stock showing signs of technical weakness. I have a chart here saved for Panera. Let's see how it's doing. It was, trying to break out over a descending trend line here. A lot of technical damage done to Panera. Again, headed into today, was not looking all that good. Firming up at its 200-day moving average basically since December. Bounced off the line again yesterday. Stock right now up 2.7% to 164.13. We're also going to hear from Panera next Tuesday, as well as Chipotle. Both these restaurant stocks report Tuesday. Look for earnings at Panera to be up 23% to $1.74 a share. Sales up 16% to $574.8 million. Bottom line, Panera is a laggard stock in the market right now. It is outperforming today. Maybe some new money coming into the stock, but still a stock that's far off its highs. It's going to have a lot of overhead supply to work through as it if it continues to build the right side of its base, which it looks like it appears intent on doing. But basically resistance at 165, and then more resistance at 168. 168, 169, which was its high set back here in December. So we'll see what Panera and Chipotle have to say on Tuesday. Also like the look of Ixia, XXIA. We've been talking about this one on and off. Still don't own it, but like its technical setup ahead of earnings. They report next week, February 6th. I believe that's on Wednesday as well. This is a maker of network testing equipment. So busy week of earnings next week. Akamai, AKAM, also looking pretty stout ahead of earnings next week. Coming up next, the Tom O'Brien Show. Hope you all have a great weekend. Always appreciate you listening. We'll be back on Monday, 3 o'clock Eastern. Take care, folks.